Hi, this is Representative Jefferson Moss. We've just finished another week here in the legislative session. We're now down to less than 2 weeks till we get to the end of the session, so there's a lot of things that are moving right now, a number of bills we're still working through. A bill this week that I thought was a very interesting bill, I was a co-sponsor on this bill along with many of my colleagues, was House Bill 357 by Representative Ken Ivory. And this actually has a lot of significance for our state. And surprisingly, it was a bill that was supported unanimously by both the Democrats and the Republicans, which when you're dealing with federal lands issues, usually that's not the case. The reason why this was such an important bill is our federal government owns a large portion of our state, almost 70%. And to make up for the payment, rather than if we have a private landowner, they pay a property tax. Well, we have what's called a PILT, a payment in lieu of tax, that the federal government pays on those lands. And for many, many years, really since the founding of our state, that payment has been much, much too low for the amount of land that they own. And so what this bill does is really to do a commission and a study and try to understand what should that dollar amount be. And again, this was something that had unanimous support from the whole body. Because all of us, I think, believe that the federal government should be paying the state their fair share on taxes on those lands that they own within our state boundaries. That has had a significant impact on our education here in the state of Utah because so much of our land is not owned by us or by private landowners. And so that was an exciting bill. Senator Mike Lee actually came and helped to talk about that bill, was very supportive of this. He's been a real champion in this area. Helping to protect Utah's interest, had the support of a lot of people behind that bill. Another bill that I had this week that I haven't presented in committee yet, but I've been really getting a lot of support and traction for, is my ULEAD bill, and I've talked about that before. I presented it to the State Board of Education yesterday. I'll be presenting it to the Utah School Boards Association today. The idea again with that is trying to have a more holistic approach to evaluating good best practices that are truly effective, that have some research that support that they're having a meaningful impact on student outcomes, and trying to bring together the various parties, districts, charters, higher education, and the State Board of Education to come together on how to identify those best practices, how to evaluate, and then to get those back out into the field, really to help supporting our teachers and our principals and helping let them be more of the drivers in innovation in our state. So a couple of exciting things that we're working on. I've got several other bills that I'm going to be presenting in the Senate this next coming week, and so I'm excited. Hopefully those will make it through. As we get closer to the session, you start to worry if that's going to happen. But anyway, I again appreciate all the emails, the phone calls. We've had some great feedback on a couple bills that came up in this last week on the floor and in my committees. So thank you. Please continue to reach out to me, and looking forward to another week. Thank you.